And the Kansas primary is now just 4 days away, and all week we've been breaking down the issues that matter to you, the voters. Earlier tonight, we told you where the Democratic gubernatorial candidates stand on abortion, and tonight our Capitol Bureau Chief Courtney Ryan shows us where the Republican candidates stand.
The four major Republican candidates running for governor are all pro-life. Right now, the state is waiting on a ruling from the Kansas Supreme Court, which could determine if the Kansas Constitution allows a woman the right to an abortion.
So we need a constitutional amendment if that happens. We absolutely will need a constitutional amendment. And I think the large majority of Kansans would support that.
Governor Jeff Colyer and Secretary of State Chris Kobach also support a constitutional amendment if the court rules a woman has the right to an abortion.
We will do all that we can to protect Kansas life. And if that requires a constitutional amendment, we'll let the people decide.
Kobach said if the court rules in favor of the state, he'd like to see more pro-life laws passed, but wasn't specific as to what those laws would entail.
If the Supreme Court doesn't make that mistake of creating an unwritten right to an abortion in Kansas, then I would continue to push for legislation, pro-life legislation, as we've seen over the past few years, that has strengthened the pro-life cause in Kansas.
Former State Senator Jim Barnett said being pro-life doesn't stop at the birth of a child, but should be supported until the natural end of life. There's no set date for when the Kansas Supreme Court will release its decision. Reporting from the Capitol, I'm Courtney Ryan.